So, Gloss Squad, ask yourself this. What is the one thing you keep putting off? You don't need a full plan. You need a decision. You need to decide you are going to do that thing, and then every day just take one step closer to it. Welcome to Now What, a podcast for women in midlife navigating reinvention, identity, and what's next. I'm your host, Melissa, and around here we keep it honest, unfiltered, and always find a reason to laugh. Because midlife isn't a crisis, it's just a plot twist. Let's go. Oh my gosh. Here we go. Here we are. First episode of 2026. Welcome back, squad, to Now What. I am so excited to be here. I've missed you guys. I hope everyone had a great holiday. So, this episode is about doing something hard, standing in it, and then asking yourself, now what? Which is exactly the place I am here today, post-competition. Oh yeah, it's time. It is time to recap my first ever bikini bodybuilding competition that I participated in December 6th, 2025. Okay, you guys. Let's just start by saying it was wild. It was wild. As you know, this was a goal of mine to do for about 10 years. It was, and this is a reminder to you guys, whatever that thing is, the voice in your head that just keeps kind of like, oh, if someone else is doing something, like you're thinking, oh, that's really cool. I wish I could do that, or I could never do that. Yes, you can. I'm here to tell you, yes, you can. One of the biggest lessons I learned from going through the whole prep up until the show is whatever your goal is, big or small, you just have to keep at it. It's all about consistency, and it's all about working on it every single day. Is every day going to be stellar? No. There were days I had really crappy workouts, or there were days that my nutrition was not on target, but it's about pulling those bootstraps up, showing up the next day and trying again. And that is one of the biggest lessons I learned is like, I mean, you guys, you don't understand. I was a person in college. I went to Santa Barbara. Hello, you're practically naked the whole time there. My stomach was like it sounds silly, but like my insecurity. My college friends are laughing at me right now. Like, don't even look at it. Don't touch it. I will like literally go visceral, have a visceral reaction. At 54 years old, I had just turned 54. I'm standing on stage in a bikini, 5-inch heels, waving my arms around like I don't care. Pose. I mean, wild. And that was one of the things, like, I mean, talk about out of my comfort zone. Like I've always said, give me the hard workouts. Give me the nutrition. Done. Was I perfect? No. Again, not that it wasn't hard. Believe me, these workouts are hard. But being vulnerable and exposing myself and standing on the stage. Oh my God, it was fun. Okay, so let me do a quick recap. You guys, first of all, I want to thank you all. The love and support, the notes, the DMs, the flowers, the cards. I mean, I couldn't believe how supportive you all were. I mean, I have the best friends and family in the world. And I know some of you were like, it would be your nightmare to do that, but you saw how important it was to me. So just because you didn't want to do it, you still supported me in knowing that I would like it. What I'm trying to say, I'm just so excited, is let's say you have a friend who's doing something that like running a marathon would be my worst nightmare. I don't ever want to run a marathon. But if my friend has a goal and that she wants to run a marathon, you better believe I'm going to be the first one at the finish line cheering her on. Just because you don't want to do something doesn't mean you don't support what your loved ones want to do. And that is what the gift that all you guys gave me. So seriously, I want to start with sincere gratitude and a reminder. Let's do a friend inventory in 2026, Gloss Squad. Who are those cheerleaders for you? You can have different goals, but who are your cheerleaders? Hold on to them tight and make sure you're giving back to them what they give to you. And then who are the ones that not so supportive? Just because they don't understand, you can still be supportive. And let's maybe do an inventory, right? Maybe they're not serving you anymore. There's a what is that saying? There's a reason, a season, and a lifetime purpose. I don't know. You know me. I'm not good with those things. Okay, so back to the competition. I flew out on Wednesday. The show was on a Saturday. I flew out on Wednesday, and I'm not gonna lie. Leading up to it, I was exhausted. I mean, I was up to my workouts about an hour and a half. My cardio at least an hour, then plus getting 10,000 steps extra a day. It was a lot. So I was ready. It was like, I remember being engaged for 13 months and it was almost like a month too long. I'm like, let's get the show on the road. Okay, so my nails are done. Look, half of them, if you can see. I've ripped half of them off and the left hand has the good nails. My extensions are in, which they are still in. At first, when I got my extensions, I freaked out. I'm like, oh my God, I am full Real Housewife of Lafayette. Now, I'm obsessed with them. I do need to have an appointment to get them raised up, but oh my God, I'm rocking this. I have never had long luscious. I've had long stringy hair, but who cares that it's to the middle of my back and I'm 54 years old? That's another thing. We don't care what people think of us anymore, Gloss Squad, okay? Yeah, you're jumping on this bandwagon. So, okay, you check into the hotel, you order all your food from a food service. So you have to stay on track of your nutrition and it's very precise. So yes, packed my scale, packed my food scale and my scale measuring tape. I'm doing morning and evening check-ins to my coach because it's so wild, you guys. I learned so much. It's such a science. So like you submit these things to be like, oh, okay, your muscles look kind of flat, so you need to load up on more carbs, or I don't know, you're bloated. I still don't understand the total science. That's why I'm so grateful for my coach, Michelle McDonald, because I just send her the info and she tells me what to do. Great. Okay. One of the things that happens is, okay, men, close your ears. So I'm still very regular with my cycle, my period. Yes, I know. But I get my period Wednesday morning, and it is the worst cycle I've had in years. And I'm like, you've got to be kidding. You've got to be kidding. I knew I was going to get my cycle beforehand, right before the show, which I was excited about. But this starts, maybe it started on Monday or Tuesday before. I can't remember. You guys, it was like I was back in college and like, it was insane. So insane that on Thursday, I wake up to go to my coach's room, who I got to meet in person for the first time ever. Oh my gosh, obsessed. I mean, I just felt her body, she and her husband, JJ. I mean, it's so wild when you know these people so well, then you meet them in person. Like, it was just magical. And okay, I'm all over the place. I know, I'm so excited. Meeting my teammates in person, you guys, when you collectively work or on a team, this is where team sports is just so amazing. And I've missed in my life and so grateful to be part of this team. Because let me tell you, bodybuilding is a sport. And yes, it's an individual sport, but Michelle and JJ have created a team. Oh my gosh, to meet my team members, to be around women supporting women, there really is nothing that's more powerful. And so another caveat, if you are surrounding yourself around women who aren't lifting you up and who are jealous, boot them, dump them. We're done. We're not playing that game anymore, Glass Squad. Okay? Okay. So it was hysterical because one of the hot topics of the week was, oh my God, have you met Melissa? She's so tall. So everyone's first reaction was, oh my God, you are a giant. So, Gloss Squad, I was 6 feet. I've actually shrunk 2 inches to 5'10". So I'm not even as tall anymore. My feet have gotten flatter as my ultimate height. And then my reaction to everyone was like, oh my God, you're so short and little. So these pictures of me with my teammates, it is hysterical. It's literally like David and Goliath. I mean, it is like Arnold Schwarzenegger and Danny DeVito. I mean, it's hysterical. So that was kind of thing. Oh my God, have you met Melissa? She is so tall. So yes, but I did meet 2 other women that were as tall as I, which was great. Anyways, okay. So I go to my coach's room to practice posing. I leak, and I'm in my posing suit. Thank God I wasn't in my fancy schmancy stage suit. I am leaking through my suit. I mean, hi, nice to meet you. Oh, sorry I stained your couch. Oh my God. So mortifying. And Michelle's awesome. She's like, well, do you need to deal with that? It's all fine. We're all women. Well, and JJ, but he's practically like one of the girls. So yeah, so that was fun. Hi, coach. Nice to meet you. I'm hemorrhaging and staining your couch. Anyways, I didn't totally it was kind of like, and I was bloated, but I didn't freak out because it's another thing I learned that I continue to work on. Don't stress about the things you can't control. Look, ladies, we all know we can't fight Mother Nature, right? So I had to just deal. It was what it was. And what can I do about it? Except staying on my plan, drinking my water. Oh, and the amount of supplements you have to take that week. Oh my God. I posted a thing on it. It's like Breaking Bad. I had like a Breaking Bad set up in my hotel room. It is legal. No, I don't dope. I don't do steroids. Some people do in this sport, but I did not. It was all natural. Okay. So anyway, so go through posing practice and okay, so that's Thursday. Friday, and I'm on a tight schedule. Like it's crazy. Like it's wake up, do your check-in, take your things, eat your meal, blah, blah, blah. Like I was super busy. So thank God Poppy didn't fly until Friday night. So okay, it's Friday. And now it's where it's like all the events start happening and it's glam time. Oh my God, you guys, I literally felt like a Kardashian and I am here for it. Do you know how lovely it is to just show up like looking like crap and you sit in a chair and you walk out looking like a supermodel with your hair and makeup done? Although I'm not going to lie, it's kind of exhausting is not the right word, but takes a lot of time, but I don't have to do anything. So the glam room was at the downstairs of the hotel. So everyone's walking around in their robes and it's just so fun. And like, there's a buzz. Like it was so fun. It was so outside my world other than like my wedding. It reminded me of that okay, we got to show up for glam and you just sit there and everyone's catering to you. And I'm not going to lie, your girl Melissa loved it. But let me tell you, it's expensive. I can't even imagine the amount of money Kim Kardashian or all the Kardashians spend on glam. I mean, yes, they can afford it. But, they do it for like a casual Sunday girls brunch. Oh my God, the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. I mean, they literally do glam. They bring their glam squad on trips. Insane. I can't, it's just very expensive. So that's super fun. So then, get spray tanned, and that's a whole process. And I mean, it's crazy. It's like you are dark. And okay, so it's like you can't wash off till this time, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so that night is media night. So it's the first night where I wear my blue dress, bought on Amazon for $45. And I loved it. It was a halter neck. So then you go and you literally like do a step and repeat where you go and you just take all these pictures and okay, one thing I need to work on is my smiling and my posing in pictures. There really is an art and science to it. Cause I'm the girl who they say smile and my mouth is wide open like I'm about to take a big bite of a big burrito. So I looked back at all the pictures. I'm like, oh my God. Okay. Need to work on that. So a gazillion pictures. And I'm not gonna lie, I was so over taking pictures. That it's funny, I learned about myself. Few, I get really excited, then it's like, "All right, let's pose for this." I'm so over the selfies, I'm so over the pictures, and I'm just exhausted. So then they have media night, you take all the pictures for, like, an hour, and then you sit in a meeting to listen to JJ, the promoter, and everyone talk about, what's gonna happen on show day, and I gotta say the support and FMG was the best experience ever. First of all, because I've heard some of these federations are nightmares. Everyone was so support well, I'll go into that about show day, but everyone was there to help us, and I mean, like, they literally, "You are the athletes, you are the star, whatever you need, we are here to help you," and it was amazing, like, I did not only felt obviously so supported from my coach, Michelle, who was just amazing, but and JJ and everyone, so it was just so positive, but at this point, I'm exhausted. So, finally it ends, like, I think around 9 p.m., and now Poppy is here. Woohoo! Well, thank God he didn't come earlier because I literally said, "I don't have time for you. A star is born, and I am needed in glam. I am needed with the team. I'm needed with my coach." And he was awesome. So, okay, Saturday morning show day. So you rinse off and you go back downstairs. I had 6 a.m. glam appointment. So you go back downstairs for hair and makeup, and then you jump on a shuttle to, I think so there are 2 shows on show day. Oh my God. Okay. So there's a 10 a.m. show, which is longer, and that's where the judges do most of the judging. So you're posing a lot more with your, um, it's called a T-walk, where you first walk out, and then your comparisons where your T-walk, you're by yourself, and then your comparisons, you walk up with like 9 other competitors that are in your category, and you pose to the front, and they tell you pose to the side, pose to the back, pose to the other side, turn around, and we'll get Poppy's feedback on that because it was hysterical. So it's show day. So we get shuttled to I don't even know what theater we're at. I don't even know the name of it, literally. So I just jump on the shuttle and I'm literally like naked under a robe. I mean, at this point, you have no modesty. I mean, you're just whatever. And there are guys there too. I mean, there's a guys category. Okay, so you go backstage to the show, and it's funny because there was like, okay, the professionals are downstairs in this certain room, and then all us newbies are upstairs. So we're literally just in this room. It's like a ballet studio almost. And there are mirrors everywhere and like ballet bars, and you're just chilling out. My category, I was in bikini 35 plus and 45 plus. Really hope they open a 55 plus. So the show starts at 10. My category was the last one. I don't get on stage till 12:30. So the funny part, and I need to get Poppy in here, is he doesn't know when I'm coming out. So he starts recording the beginning of every group, and it's not me. And he goes, "Oh my God, I felt like a total creep. Like I'm filming all these women I don't know." So that was kind of funny. Okay, so hanging out backstage again, nerves start happening. We're also like texting with Michelle. I started feeling really weak around like 11 o'clock. She's like, "Okay, eat some rice cake." Like literally, that's what it is. Because and you have a protocol for how much water to drink. It's very safe. Michelle is very safe, very conservative, which nothing crazy went on. But, you are at a deficit. And um, so anyways, and you still have to take your supplements. My suit, so I put on my suit. I love my suit. And like I'm practicing posing. Well, after a while, the waiting almost was the hardest part. But it was so fun because, like, a category would go on, and then, like, the girls would come back on, and everyone's cheering. Like, it literally, the environment was so, so awesome. Okay, so I'm not that nervous. At this point, I'm like, let's get the show on the road. Like, I can't practice anymore. I cannot look at myself in the mirror anymore. I'm so over myself. Like, it is what it is. Even, like, beading on my suit was falling off, and this girl was so sweet. She was helping me glue it back on. Again, everyone's super supportive, kept falling off. I'm like, "Whatever. What can you do at this point?" Like, it is what it is. Oh my god, you guys, my tan. So I had, like, I think I was allergic to the tanning because the day before, I was itching, like, it itched on the side, and, because of these crazy nails I have, I scratched myself like crazy right on my left glute or butt cheek, and it literally looked like I had crazy, cellulite because I had these streak marks from scratching my side of my butt so much. So, that's great. I even went to the tan guy to say, "Can you touch this up? Help cover it up." He's like, "There's no touching that up." And the photographer, you couldn't see it, the pictures, but I'm like, "Oh, lovely." But honestly, that didn't even freak me out. I'm like, my goal was just to show up and get on that stage. Okay, so I'm lined up. It's 35 plus. So it's a big category. And I'm going, no, no, no. I was the first on the 45 plus. All of a sudden, I look around right before we're about to walk on stage, and I did start panicking, like, "Melissa, what are you doing? What have you gotten yourself into this time?" Because as you know, Gloss Squad, if you know me, I sometimes just do things and don't think things through. That can be a benefit and a negative because I don't overthink things, but then it's like, "Oh my god, I've made a grave error." All of a sudden, I'm like, "Melissa, who do you think you are at 54 years old in a bikini and you're gonna go prance on stage? What the hell are you doing?" So I did get that flood of insecurity because it's so outside my comfort zone. Like, pictures of me in the gym working out, I don't care what I look like. Like, I'm more comfortable with that than playing dress up and glammed up and prancing around, posing. All right. Well, I'm just there and, and I'm just like, "Okay, you're here. You have to do it." So then I say, "Oh my god, you guys are gonna die." I'm like, "What if a Lady Gaga song comes on?" Like, I kept channeling, of course, my girl Lady Gaga. Because, the group before me got the Taylor Swift song, uh, one of her new I think it was Opalite. And I'm like, "Oh my god, this song." But then I'm like, "No, Melissa, you want Lady Gaga, of course, duh, she's always your queen." Okay, so all of a sudden a song comes on, Gloss Squad. Lean in. This is important. It was not a Lady Gaga song, but it was Queen's song, Radio Gaga. And that is the song that inspired Lady Gaga to name herself Gaga. True story. So I am like, "This is a sign I am meant to be here." I mean, it really was, you guys. What are the odds? Queen's Radio Gaga. So it's my turn and I start and I'm like laughed at this point, you all know I defer to laughter and laughing when I'm nervous. And they said, "If all else fails, look the judges in the eyes and just show that you're having a good time." And so it's like, "Okay, let's do this." I start walking out and all of a sudden, I am so nervous. I try to get my first pose. It's like my body won't move. I mean, I'm moving, but it won't like you're supposed to really, stick your butt out and arch your back. I am all of a sudden so stiff. So I'm like, just laugh it out. Just laugh it out. So my walk, terrible, terrible. I mean, it was like, and I'm like, screw it. Just walk to the music, smile, laugh to the point where JJ, who was the MC and incredible, like I got shout out each time, like, "Wow, look at her, look at your smile," like in the microphone. And I'm like, you know what? Whatever. So my walk was terrible. I'm doing my T walk. I finally am like loosening up where I'm kind of getting into my poses, and I'm just kind of a disaster, but honestly had the best time because again, my goal was just to show up and do it and try my best. And I did. I tried my best. That was the best I had. I mean, I had practiced posing. Believe me, I had practiced. It clicked, but it didn't. So, okay, get through my T-walk. So then you have to stand in the back and you have to still pose while everyone finishes their T-walk. And okay, then you come up and do your comparisons. Oh, this is another thing. I am tripping over my feet. I couldn't get my balance. It was just like the nerves took over and I couldn't get my balance. So I'm tripping, I'm pausing, but I'm just like having a great time. Okay, whatever. So I know at this point, and this is when you come up to do your comparisons, the judges are over me. Like I know I am not top 5, not even top 10. Whatever. Like you can tell when they're really like analyzing you, and at that point they're like, to the side pose, to the back, to the other side, and I'm just looking them in the eye, and I'm just like like I can hear some people cheering, saying my name, and so I'm just now at this one I'm just laughing, I'm waving, and whatever. Okay, so I was on stage like 25 minutes. I thought it was going to be like 10 minutes. And when you're in the back, the screen and the lights are so I am sweating like a mofo. And so I'm like, just get me off. Okay, so you get off the stage. It's like, whew, okay, I did it. So now though, that was 35 plus. Now I have to go back to 45 plus is happening right away. I have to do the whole thing again. So my feet are killing me at this point. So, but it helped with the nerves. So this one, I'm like, I'm not nervous at all. I've already done this. So I'm going to just go back out and smile and laugh. Well, oh my God. So my teammate, Bobby, thank God for her family. Her husband was there and her 2 boys who are in their 20s were there. And they were spectacular. They were in the audience. Oh, and they do a little bio of you when you come out and do your T-Walk and you pre-write it. But it's like Melissa Murphy from Lafayette, California, host of Now What, nutrition and fitness coach. Well, I hear these guys yell, like, let's go, Lafayette, let's go. And I'm like, that's not Shannon. Poppy's not a shouter. And so now I find them in the audience. I'm waving to them. I'm like, hi, like I've screwed the routine. I'm working the crowd. And thank God, Bobby, for your boys. They were amazing. So, okay, so it's round 2. Okay, show's over. I'm exhausted. And now it's like 1:30. I've been there since 8. You guys, there's another night show. Here's the one thing. I don't know. Can we do just one show? That's so the purpose of the night show is most of the judging's done, and that's where then you have themeware. I'm not in the category where you get themeware. And you guys, when I say themeware, these ladies are walking out with wings that like make Victoria's Secret wings seem small. I mean, these things are ginormous. I don't have that. I'm not in that category. I get just an accessory, and I had an arm accessory, which didn't stay up. It was kept falling. Whatever. Okay, so then you get shuttled back. I'm exhausted. You eat. You get touch up for glam or tanning if you want. I was too tired. I'm like, screw it. Literally only had like an hour back at the hotel room before I had to get back on the shuttle and back to the theater for the night show. Okay, so now at this point, it's the night show. I don't even want to do it because I'm so tired. And which helped my nerves. I'm like, whatever, bring it on. So I go through the thing again. I am so tired. I was shocked how tiring it was. You guys, the life of a showgirl is exhausting. You guys do not know how Taylor Swift did 3.5-hour shows back to back. I mean, seriously. And she wore huge high heels. So, okay. Do the evening show. Do not even get close to placing. Oh my God. And my friend Kathy, we're in the back in the evening show. And I am, again, just like, done. Oh, so I'm in the back again. You have to keep posing while everyone's finishing their T-walk. And they say the judges, they're not really looking at you, but they are. You're not being judged, but they are looking at you. So you have to keep posing in the back. Well, my friend Kathy has these wild arms movements. She accidentally hits me while we're standing back there. So I'm hysterically laughing. Like at this point, the show is over for me. Like my performance My routine is just I'm going rogue. And you guys, my legs start cramping up. So I'm supposed to like be doing the side pose. Whenever I try and get into it, I start cramping up. So I'm just now standing straight as an hour and just moving my arms to the point where Shannon, even after the show, was like, "What were you doing?" I said, "I couldn't get into my poses because I was cramping up." He goes, "Yeah, that looked kind of funny." So whatever. Okay, the show ends. Oh my God, I can't believe I did it. I can't believe I did it. And we got to a team dinner, which was amazing. Everyone's like, "Did you wanna gorge on food?" And it's like, I really didn't. I mean, yes, I had chips and salsa, I had some wine, so I was but it wasn't like, "Oh my god, give me all the food," which was good. That was a refreshing. Okay, so to wrap this up, I know this has gone on long, but I've been waiting to share this with you. It was interesting, you guys. Immediately, I was like, "Oh, I know I will wanna do this again," because that was the starting point. So now it's like, okay, I went through a full transformation that year. Now this is kinda like the starting point. Where can I go from here? But you guys, right after the show, I was like, "Okay, that was great. Done. Done. Bucket list, check. Not gonna do it again." And it was just like the journey was my favorite part. The year, the being super disciplined, being on a schedule, having a really big goal I was working towards. The show, as much as I do love being on stage, like, if the final show were a tennis match or I don't know, it's just being a bit in a bikini and walking on stage. I'm proud of myself for doing it, but is that the driving force? No, not even close. So Poppy and I stayed in Mexico a few extra days, which was amazing, and I was shocked how exhausted I was mentally, physically. I literally slept for, like, 2 days straight. Like, it was crazy. So, okay, here we are to then I come home into the holidays. It was crazy. January. As my videos start coming in and as my pictures start coming in, and not in a negative way, I'm looking at 'em going, I can do much better than that this year. Now I know where I'm starting from. And the further it got away from the show, I gotta tell you, I didn't love December. I as much as I needed a break, like, it's taken me 6 weeks to now feel ready to, like, start a routine again, meaning, like, be very diligent about my schedule with going to the gym and tracking my macros again. I needed a break, and I did go rogue, and as much as I needed that and wanted that, I don't like not having a routine. I don't. I'm not one who will wanna travel Europe for a month and be out. I like a routine. I like a schedule. I like working towards that big goal. So, after I got through the holidays, things were a little bumpy, scale went up right away, which I'm about 10 pound no, today I am 8 pounds up from my stage weight. That's not freaking me out because I knew you're never stage weight is not realistic, and I was worried I was gonna have body dysmorphia or, like, clamor for that, but I'm not. I don't know. Because I know there's a goal and to gain muscle, you have to gain weight. So anyways, long story short, I'm back in action. I'm back to getting a routine, back on the pod, back on really fitness and nutrition. There are going to be exciting things happening this year, focusing on my business. Am I competing again in 2026? Ba-ba-la-la! Yes. Yes, your girl is going to train for another competition because, as I said, as I see all the pictures, it's like, we can do better. and I want that big goal. There is nothing that motivates you more than the fear of stepping on stage in less than a yard of material. Let me tell you. And I need that. I like that. Whether it's someone wanting to run their first marathon or run their 10th and improve their time, or I need that goal. I've missed the window of playing in Wimbledon for tennis. So, I still love tennis, but I do love bodybuilding. I do love weight training now. The benefits are unbelievable. I love chasing strong and not skinny. And I do want, now that I know what it's like, ignorance is bliss. Sometimes I love actually not knowing. Now that I know, it's like, okay, what can I take from that? And how can I grow this year? So, yes, I am competing. The show this year, I am going to compete in Mexico, and it's a month earlier, which I think feels just so much better. It's November, I think 4th, versus doing the show December 6th, going right into, well, I hosted Thanksgiving the week before and then going right into the holidays. It was a lot. It was a lot. So anyways, that is the recap. I'm hoping to get Poppy on here for a quick few insights. But I just wanted to share that experience with you. And, in reflecting a lot of it and like what a lot of us go through, the hardest part was the mental part, right? Yes, it was hard getting up early to work out. Well, let's be honest. I didn't get up early to work out. I worked out at a normal time. That is one of my goals in 2026. Again, as you guys know. And I was just really, really proud of, I had a goal and I stuck with it and I did it. Now, what my goal is for this show, I'm not sure because I achieved the goal of doing it. Is it to place in the top 10 or why don't we go bigger? Top 5? We can do that, I think. I'll talk to Michelle about that. And I really learned that confidence is built quietly. Confidence was showing up for myself every single day, and that being disciplined is not punishment. It really is about self-love and self-respect, and I loved the feeling of being so disciplined. Trying to work on all or nothing, am trying always to work on balance, because at the end it was not balance. I mean, I just kind of abandoned my everyday responsibilities, and it was just all about the show. And why not do that thing? Why not? Why not? Care what people think? Who cares? Guess what? We're not that important to everyone else. They'll forget about us. Don't live your life for others. You don't need permission to want more. So, you guys, I have challenges for all of us because this is what I'm going through, and this is the whole purpose and goal of this podcast is we are going to work on together letting go of old versions of ourselves, old timelines, old expectations, and we are going to choose ourselves without apology. Michelle is working with me on that now. She goes, you are an athlete. You are not the Melissa you were a year ago where you would drink to make other people feel comfortable at social events. You would skip a workout because, oh, your friend wants you to go to whatever, go do something, which is not their fault. That's on me, right? You are a different person. You are not that person anymore. And you need to embrace that and start thinking like that. And it is so, so true. So, Gloss Squad, 2026, there is going to be less proving ourselves to others, more owning our bullshit, right? I know when I'm getting a little squirrely, in my nutrition, or I can do a few extra reps, but I'm giving up on myself. It's not perfection, but it's just paying attention and owning our bullshit. Maybe a little less talking. That's a little hard for me considering I'm in the business of podcasting and talking, but more meaning less negotiating with ourselves. Do you know how exhausting it is when we negotiate with ourselves instead of just doing the thing? Like, oh, I really should go to the gym. I really should go to the gym. Oh, but it's okay if you don't go to the gym. I mean, I can loop about that for maybe sometimes an hour or hours. Just go to the gym. That takes so much less energy at the end of the day, mental energy, than just doing what you said you would do. And we are going to focus on more becoming, meaning who do you want to be? You need to live your life as if you are that person. And you need to believe in yourself. And you need to surround yourselves with people who will support that version. I just reposted a thing today that says surround yourself with people who are living the life you want to live, not the ones who, wait, I got to pull it up because it was really, really good. Hold on. I knew I wasn't going to get it right off the top of my head. Please hold. Okay. I posted this today, which I love. Ladies, you need to surround yourself with women who fit your future, not your past. Surround yourself with women who inspire you and motivate you to level up. Isn't that awesome? That's exactly what my coach Michelle was doing. So, Gloss Squad, ask yourself this. What is the one thing you keep putting off? What is that voice that said, oh, I really wish I could do that. I want to do that. I want to do that. Where are you playing small because it feels safer? And what would change if you committed for real? Okay? You don't need a full plan. You need a decision. You need to decide you are going to do that thing and then every day just take one step closer to it. It could be, I don't know, getting certified in something. Okay, sign up for that class. Okay, the next day, read the curriculum. Okay, the next day, just something. So, you guys, Gloss Squad, this is my challenge for you, and I want you to comment. Commit to one thing one hard thing this year that you want to do. Not because it's easy, but because it's yours, and you want to achieve it. Gloss Squad, thanks for listening. I mean, I just, again, want to thank you all for all your support of the pod, all your support of me. Again, the texts, the calls, the flowers, it kept me going. And I am so, so grateful. And I just really thank you so much. Please share this episode. Let's create just an awesome, awesome community. Always authentic, always fun, right? We're not perfect. We're just trying to figure it out. We're trying to figure out now what for ourselves. So, final thing. You are not behind. You are not broken, and you are not late. Okay? If at 54 years old, I can prance on a stage in a bikini, less than a yard of material, and 5-inch heels, you can do that thing too. Okay? All right, Gloss Squad. Happy New Year. I'm so happy to be back with you. And let's crush it. Let's crush it. Mwah. And that's it for this week. If this episode made you laugh, nod, or think, oh my God, same, hit follow or subscribe so you don't miss out on all the fun. So see you next time on Now What? And remember, midlife isn't a crisis. It's just a plot twist.